Have you ever caught yourself saying, I just don't feel like I used to? Maybe it's that morning stiffness when you first get out of bed, or how quickly you feel tired after doing something simple, like walking to the mailbox or going to the store. Maybe it's not even physical. Maybe it's that foggy feeling in your head, like your brain is running slower than it used to. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck that way. Asterisk, you see. Growing older doesn't mean fading away. It doesn't mean giving up energy, joy, or purpose. In fact, some people feel even better after 60 than they did at 40 and no, it's not magic or good luck. It often comes down to a few simple, consistent habits. Things you can start doing. Today, yes, today. Right from your living room, your kitchen, even your favorite chair. Asterisk, this conversation is all about helping you feel younger, not just on the outside, but deep down inside, where it really matters. You don't need to run marathons or give up your favorite comfort foods. You just need to start with a few small changes, practiced regularly, that can lead to big results over time. These habits are simple, practical, and doable for anyone, no matter your current level of health or energy. Asterisk. Let's talk about the first one, because it's one of the easiest to overlook. And yet it has the power to completely shift the way you experience each day. It starts with how you wake up. Now, I know for many of us, mornings can feel more like a chore than a fresh start. But here's something to consider. How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Waking up slowly with intention, instead of rushing or grabbing your phone right away, makes a huge difference. One habit that can help you feel more youthful is to create a gentle morning routine that wakes up both your body and your mind. Asterisk. I'm not talking about anything fancy or time-consuming. Just start your day with a glass of water. Yes, plain water. Your body becomes dehydrated overnight, and even mild dehydration can make you feel tired, stiff, and sluggish. Then, try a few simple stretches right from your bed or chair. Raise your arms, roll your shoulders, point, and flex your toes. Nothing extremes, just enough to get your blood moving. This tiny ritual can wake up your joints, improve your circulation, and send a clear message to your brain. We are alive, and we are moving today. Asterisk. And here's something beautiful. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it at all. The goal isn't to become a yoga master. It's to honor your body, even in small ways. When you start your day with that kind of care, it creates a ripple effect. You'll find it easier to move throughout the day, to think more clearly, and even to feel more emotionally grounded. And that, my friend, is a feeling that adds years not just to your life, but to your joy. Asterisk. Now, let's talk about something that might seem simple, but is actually one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available. And no, it's not a vitamin or a fancy supplement. It's something you already have access to. It's completely free. I'm talking about movement. Not exercise in the traditional sense, but joyful, consistent movement throughout your day. Many people over 60 feel older than they are simply because they aren't moving enough. And no, this doesn't mean you need to join a gym or go jogging. It just means finding ways to move your body more naturally and regularly. Asterisk. Start small. Walk around the house during commercial breaks. Take your phone calls while standing or pacing slowly. If you're outside, walk to the end of the driveway and back. Dance to a favorite song while you make dinner. Even small bursts of movement, too. Minutes here, 5 minutes there can help loosen stiff joints, strengthen your muscles, and give your heart a healthy nudge. Your body was designed to move, and when you move it with love, it responds by giving you energy, clarity, and a surprising boost in confidence. Asterisk, you might be thinking, but my knees hurt, or I've got a bad back. I hear you. But here's the truth. When we stop moving, the pain often gets worse, not better. Our joints stiffen, our muscles weaken, and then even basic tasks become harder. The key isn't to push yourself hard, it's to stay gentle but consistent. Think of movement like oil for your body's engine. It keeps everything running smoother. Asterisk 1. Woman I know in her late 70s started simply by standing up from her chair 5 extra times a day. That's it. No weights, no treadmill, just standing and sitting, slowly and with control. A few weeks later, she was walking up her stairs without needing the handrail. That's the kind of change that doesn't come from magic, it comes from movement. Asterisk and movement has another secret gift: it helps your mood. You ever notice how everything feels just a little more manageable after a walk? Or how a little fresh air clears your mind? That's no coincidence. Moving your body helps release chemicals in your brain that reduce stress and boost happiness. You're not just getting stronger, you're getting lighter in spirit too. Asterisk, so by now, you've had a glass of water, you've stretched, and you're finding small ways to move your body. These alone can create noticeable change in how you feel. Less stiffness, more energy, clearer thoughts. But let's keep going, because there's another habit that has a surprisingly powerful effect on how old or young you feel each day. And it doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from what you choose to feed your body. Asterisk, I want to talk to you for a moment about nourishment, not just food. Real nourishment is about eating in a way that gives your body what it truly needs to thrive. After 60, our metabolism slows down, our digestion changes, and our cells need more support to stay strong. But that doesn't mean food becomes boring or restricted. In fact, the right foods can bring energy, clarity, and even comfort. Asterisk, start with something simple. Add more color to your plate. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables like berries, spinach, carrots, and bell peppers are packed with vitamins and antioxidants that fight inflammation and help your cells repair themselves. These are the foods that keep your skin glowing, your joints moving, and your brain firing on all cylinders. Asterisk, you don't need to change everything overnight. Just add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast. Swap one piece of white bread for whole grain. Try a warm bowl of vegetable soup with garlic and herbs. Food is not your enemy. It's your ally in feeling younger. You eat in a way that nourishes you. You're not just feeding your body. You're sending a message to yourself. I matter. My body matters. My health matters. Asterisk. And if you're thinking, but I've eaten a certain way all my life, it's hard to change now. But I want you to know something very important. It's never too late. Your body listens. Your body responds. Even small changes, more fiber, more water, more color can improve digestion, reduce bloating, and lift your mood. Asterisk. Now that we've touched on morning rituals, movement, and nourishing your body, we're already building a foundation that supports energy, vitality, and strength at any age. But we're just getting started. Feeling younger isn't only about how your body works, it's also about how your mind feels, how your spirit shines, and how connected you are to the world around you. Asterisk. Now that your body is starting to feel more awake, more nourished, and more supported, it's time we turn inward a little. Because let's face it, feeling young isn't just about flexible joints and smooth digestion. It's about the lightness you feel in your spirit, the curiosity in your mind, and that spark of joy when you wake up in the morning with a sense of purpose. And that starts with what's going on up here in your beautiful, powerful brain. Asterisk, one habit that can truly make you feel years younger is keeping your mind active and curious. Your brain is a muscle, and just like the muscles in your legs or arms, it gets stronger the more you use it. Unfortunately, many people slow down mentally after retirement. They stop challenging themselves, stop learning, and that mental fog starts creeping in little by little. But the good news? That fog isn't permanent. In fact, your brain can stay sharp, lively, and creative well into your 70s. 80s and beyond with the right kind of stimulation. Asterisk, this doesn't mean you need to go back to school or learn a foreign language unless you want to, of course. Even simple things like doing puzzles, reading a book outside your usual interests, or learning how to use a new app on your phone can do wonders. One of the best habits you can develop is giving yourself something new to think about every day. Read one new article. Ask one thoughtful question. Watch one interesting documentary. Not only does this stimulate new brain connections, but it also gives you something fresh to talk about, to share, to think over. Asterisk, and here's something else. Learning something new doesn't just make you smarter. makes you feel relevant. It reminds you that you're still growing, still exploring, still a vibrant part of the world. That's the essence of feeling young, isn't it? Not being stuck in old patterns, but staying open to life's possibilities. Asterisk now. While keeping your mind active is incredibly important, there's another habit that often gets overlooked and, yet it may be the most powerful mood booster of all. I'm talking about connection. Real human connection. Asterisk, as we get older, it's easy to feel a little more isolated. Kids grow up and move away. Out. Old friends move or pass on. We may live alone, and sometimes we even go days without meaningful conversation. But let me tell you, something that's both simple and life-changing. Staying connected with others keeps you young at heart. Asterisk, you don't need to be the life of the party or have a dozen people around you all the time. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. A good phone call with a friend, a warm chat with a neighbor, saying hello to someone at the grocery store. These moments matter. They keep your heart soft, your mind engaged, and your spirit lifted. They remind you that you are part of something bigger, that you are seen, valued, and loved. Asterisk, and yes. Sometimes making those connections requires effort. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you've lost friends and haven't made new ones, but you'd be surprised what one smile can lead to. One compliment? One friendly question? Humans are wired for connection. Even a little bit goes a long way. Asterisk one man. I know he's 82 makes it a point to write one handwritten letter every week. Sometimes it's to an old friend, sometimes a distant cousin, sometimes a former coworker he hasn't seen in years. He says it keeps his mind active and his heart full, and guess what? He's rarely lonely because his letters have started. Conversations brought people back into his life and even sparked new friendships. It's a beautiful habit, one that keeps him feeling alive and young. Asterisk now. Let's talk about something just as important, something many people ignore, but that quietly shapes how old or young we feel every single day. And that's your emotional energy. Asterisk, you see. Carrying around bitterness, regret, or stress is like carrying a backpack full of bricks. It weighs you down, makes every step harder, and drains your energy faster than anything else. What powerful habit for feeling younger is practicing the art of letting go. Asterisk, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending things didn't hurt or that certain people didn't disappoint you. It just means giving yourself permission to stop carrying the weight of it all. Stop letting yesterday's pain rob you of today's peace. Asterisk, start small. If there's someone who wronged you and you still think about it often, try saying to yourself, I choose peace instead. Not because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve lightness. You deserve joy. You deserve mornings where your first thought is gratitude, not resentment. Asterisk, one woman I met, she's in her early 70s, told me something I'll never forget. She said, I stopped chasing apologies. I just started healing myself. And you know what? She looked younger than she had in years. Because forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. And when you release that emotional weight, you make space for laughter, for love, for surprise, for beauty. Asterisk, and speaking of beauty, let me say this. You don't need a wrinkle cream or a facelift to glow. One of the most powerful habits that instantly makes you feel and look more youthful is finding daily joy. Joy in small things. A blooming flower, a hot cup of tea, a favorite song that stirs a memory. These moments are medicine. They brighten your eyes, lift your shoulders, and soften your smile. Asterisk, you don't need a reason to feel joy. You just need to give yourself permission, dance in your kitchen, laugh at your own jokes, sing while you wash the dishes. No one is judging. This is your life. Your precious, beautiful, one-of-a-kind life. Don't wait for special occasions to feel good. Make your everyday special, even in tiny, quiet ways. Asterisk, so far we've talked about waking up with purpose, moving your body with care, nourishing yourself with good food, keeping your mind curious, staying connected with others, and letting go of emotional baggage. You might be wondering, do these things really make you feel younger? Asterisk, yes. Yes, they do. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, They reconnect you with that spark inside you that might have been dimmed but never died. That part of you that still wants to grow, to give, to feel, to love. Asterisk, and the beautiful part is, it's never too late. Whether you're 61 or 91, every day is a new chance to feel better than the day before. Not perfect, not 20 again. Fully alive, right where you are, as you are. Asterisk next. Let's keep this momentum going, because we're not done yet. There are still a few more powerful habits that can take everything we've talked about and help you anchor it deep into your everyday life so that feeling younger becomes not just a goal, but your new normal. Asterisk. So, your mind is alert, your heart is lighter, and your days are beginning to carry more meaning again. But there's one more piece that brings all of this together, like the thread that weaves everything into a strong, beautiful fabric hand. That's consistency. Asterisk. You see, anyone can eat a healthy meal now and then, or take a walk once a week. But the real magic, the real change, comes from doing the right things again and again, not perfectly, but persistently. That's how you truly start to feel younger, not just for a day, but for life. Asterisk now. One habit that makes a bigger difference than most people realize is getting restful, restorative sleep. I know sleep can become more challenging with age. Some nights your mind won't quiet down, or you wake up too early, or you find yourself tossing and turning for hours. But the quality of your sleep directly impacts your energy, your mood, and even your memory. Asterisk. Think about it. When you don't sleep well, everything feels harder. Your body aches more. Your patience is thinner. Even joy feels distant. But when you sleep deeply, it's like hitting a reset button. Your brain gets to clean out the mental clutter. Your cells repair themselves. And your heart rate and blood pressure lower to keep your body running smoother. Asterisk. The trick is creating a soothing routine before bed. Dim the lights an hour before you sleep. Turn off the TV or tablet and pick up a calming book or listen to soft music. Sip some warm herbal tea. Tell your body and mind, it's time to rest now. Do it every night, the same way. Your body thrives on rhythm. Give it that gift, and you'll wake up feeling clearer, brighter, and more alive. Asterisk. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. It's incredibly simple, but wildly powerful: spending time outdoors every single day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Nature has a way of grounding us, refreshing us, and reminding us that life is always moving forward. Asterisk. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel after sitting in the sun or hearing birds chirping in the trees? That's not a coincidence. Natural light helps regulate your sleep cycle. Fresh air improves lung function and lowers stress. Green spaces calm your nervous system and lift your mood. And movement, walking, stretching, even gardening outdoors, makes your body and mind feel more in sync. Asterisk if you can. Find a little corner of the world outside that feels like yours. A park bench, a backyard chair, a balcony with a plant or two. Go there. Be present. Watch the clouds, the squirrels, the wind in the trees. Take it in. This habit doesn't cost anything, but it can add years of energy and peace to your life. Asterisk. Another small but powerful practice that often gets overlooked is this: speak kindly to yourself. Yes, you. The way you talk to yourself matters deeply. If your inner voice is always criticizing, judging, or reminding you of your age or mistakes, then of course, you'll feel old and tired. But when you begin to shift that voice even just a little to one of encouragement and love, it's like watering a plant that's been dry for too long. Asterisk. Next time you catch your reflection in the mirror, instead of noticing what's changed, try this. Smile at yourself. Say you're still here. You're doing your best, and that's enough. I know it might feel silly at first, but it's not. It's healing. The way we speak to ourselves becomes the way we experience life. So be gentle. Be your own biggest supporter. Cheer yourself on like you would a friend you love. Asterisk. And speaking of friends, there's one final habit that can tie all of this together in the most beautiful way. Give. Give your time, your love, your wisdom, your presence. Because one of the Most powerful ways to feel younger is to feel useful, to know you're still making a difference. Asterisk, you might be thinking, what do I have to offer now? The answer is so much. Your stories, your experience, your laughter, your patience. Volunteer at a local center. Teach someone how to cook your favorite dish. Write down your life lessons for your grandchildren. You're a treasure chest full of value. Don't let it go untouched. Asterisk, when you give to others, you light something up in yourself. You remember that you still matter, that your life has ripple effects. And that feeling, that sense of purpose and connection is one of the greatest youth elixirs you'll ever find. Asterisk, now, let's take a breath together. Think about all the little shifts you can begin making, starting today. Wake up with intention. Move with joy. Eat to fuel your energy. Feed your mind new thoughts. Connect with people who matter. Let go of what weighs you down. Get outside. Rest deeply. Talk to yourself with love. And give generously and freely. Asterisk, you don't have to do them all at once. Just pick one. Have it. One small change, and let it lead you forward. Asterisk, because feeling younger isn't about chasing the past. It's about embracing the present with new eyes. It's about choosing life fully, courageously, and joyfully every single day. Asterisk, you are not too old. You are just right for a new beginning. You have so much left to experience, to feel, to discover. Don't let the number on your birthday candle decide what you're capable of. Asterisk, you have the power to feel better than you did yesterday. To wake up tomorrow with more energy, more clarity, and more lightness in your step. You have the power. To feel younger not in age, but in spirit. And that, my friend, is what truly matters. Asterisk, if this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What habit are you going to start with? Which one feels most doable for you right now? Let's inspire each other, because this is a journey we don't have to take alone. Asterisk, and if you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. You deserve to feel strong, healthy, and full of life at every age. This channel is here to support you every step of the way. Asterisk, thank you for spending this time with me. Keep going. Keep growing. Remember, you're not just aging, you're evolving. You're doing it beautifully. Asterisk, here's to living your best life, starting today. Asterisk.